pardon my French, but I fucking love Doom. I bought it on PC last year, and since then, it has been my game of the year for 2016. So you can imagine the excitement I felt when I found out it was coming to the Nintendo Switch. Playing a hardcore, fast-paced shooter like Doom on the portable Nintendo system was the stuff of my dreams. With that in mind, is this a competent port or a botched job? Let's find out as I go over what I love and hate about Doom on the Nintendo Switch. I want to start off this review by saying one thing. Doom on the Switch is more important than most people realize. For as long as I can remember, Nintendo consoles have been scorned for either A, having too little to no third-party support, and B, having games that are too childish. Doom could be the beginning of the end for these problems if it reaches good sales numbers. If you want to see more games like these on Nintendo platforms, you can support that by buying games like Doom or any of the other 3 M-rated titles coming out this week, but we'll talk about them later. For now, I'm going to spend the next few minutes trying to convince you to buy Doom. Let's get started. Chances are that if you're watching this video, you're really wondering what makes the Switch version different, or in this case, inferior to the other consoles and PC version. The major compromise the Switch version had to make is its frame rate, which runs at 30 frames per second instead of 60. This also leads to the game slowing down when the action gets a little too crazy, though it doesn't happen too often. Coming from the PC version of this game, the lower frame rate was jarring at first, but after about 10 minutes, I completely forgot it existed. Visually, it also looks damn close to the console versions. These are no longer the days where a game like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 would look incredibly worse on the Wii than a 360 or PS3. Doom maintains most of the graphical fidelity at the cost of its frame rate. However, what I absolutely hate about this version are the sound glitches. Sometimes, the sound will go completely out after making this loud beeping noise. The only way to fix that is to restart the game or reload the checkpoint. Fortunately, this is an easily patchable fix that the studio who ported this game, Panic Button, is working on right now. Thankfully, these issues did not prevent me from enjoying Doom, a game I already loved to death. From start to finish, Doom is nothing but run and gun excellence with an excellent soundtrack by Mick Gordon. Sure, there is a story that is mildly interesting, but you'll have a hard time paying attention to it when you're ripping and tearing the flesh off of the demons from hell on planet Mars. In a sense, this was the perfect game for the Switch. I love that Doom can easily be picked up and played from anywhere between 10 minutes to 3 hours, making my commutes by bus all the more tolerable. It certainly helps that the game is fun and easy to play, in case you couldn't tell by this gameplay footage. What I also love about Doom is the replayability the game has in its single player alone. It'll take the average player about 12 hours to beat on the regular difficulty, but missions can be replayed to discover all the secrets, upgrades, and hidden collectibles. If you look hard enough, you may even find a weapon sooner than originally intended. If that's not enough, there is also the arcade mode, which is flashy, competitive, and tough to master. I'm not gonna lie though, the flying numbers and massive explosions make it even more fun. Again, there is just enough enjoyment in this package for fans of single player only, but there is still the fully fleshed out multiplayer mode, including all the DLC expansions released for it. A good compromise for that full price tag, even though the game came out a year and a half ago. Regardless, I barely touched the multiplayer on PC, so ironically I played more of it on the Switch. Despite how poorly I play, it's pretty good. Granted, there isn't much to differentiate itself from other popular shooters like Halo and Call of Duty. There have also been criticisms from the Doom community that it isn't the multiplayer they wanted, seeing as it is less of an arena shooter like the original games. If you can put all that aside, Doom still has a solid multiplayer mode offering tons of customization to your avatar, weapons, and matchmaking, with game modes like Team Deathmatch, Deathmatch, Soul Harvest, etc. Considering the Switch doesn't have a whole lot to offer in the online shooter realm, save for Splatoon 2, Doom brings that here easily. Now, can we have a real voice chat system, Nintendo? Please? The one thing that is missing from this Switch port is the Snap Map feature, where you can create your own stages and share them with others. While this is undoubtedly a bummer, I don't know one person that thinks Snap Map was a huge selling point for Doom to begin with. I won't deny that there are people out there who enjoy Snap Map, but personally, I never touched it on PC. Not once. So I don't see this as too much of a loss for Switch owners. Who knows though? Maybe they're working on making it available later on. Arcade mode certainly wasn't there on release day for the other platforms. Doom on the Nintendo Switch is not a perfect port. Compromises certainly had to be made to run on that underpowered hardware, meaning a frame rate capped at 30 and the Snap Map mode completely scrapped. That being said, if you missed out on Doom and you own a Switch, this game should be at the top of your list. Doom is a first-person shooter experience like no other, and is now a Switch game like no other. However, if you also own a PS4, Xbox One, or PC and you never have to leave your house, like, ever, I do recommend maybe buying the game on one of those platforms to see if you're willing to get it on Switch later down the line. I know for sure that if I'm at home and want to play Doom, I'll play it on my PC. But I cannot take my PC version with me on long road trips or in the middle of class. The Switch version of Doom will be played solely in portable mode for me. Still, it is a must-play game regardless of platform, and the Switch has the advantage of being able to play the game on the go. And for that, it is worth every single penny. A very special thanks goes to our patrons, including royal producers Transcendent Sacred Courage and Kenyatta Ali, for their generous contributions to the realm. If you want to know more about how you can support the channel and get exclusive content such as our weekly podcast, then visit patreon.com/commonrealm. In the meantime, this has been the Commonwealth Realm, and we will see you girls and guys soon.